Hey guys, today we're looking at the principle of mixture and how we can use that to do some reharmonizing. Hey, let's get into it. Hey, I'm Glenn here, jazzpianolessons.online. Let's do it. So mixture is a principle that's been around for quite some time, and it's where we borrow the chord, the corresponding chord from the parallel major or minor. All right, here is C major 7. I'm just going to go straight up. Right, all I'm doing, I'm using an axis of a third voicing and I'm just literally just going up, right? Okay, so that's the chords of C major. But if I was to play the chords of C minor whilst I'm in the major key, I would have a very different kind of sound. Here's C major, of course. Here is D minor 7 flat 5. Now the flat 5 belongs to the A flat, right? In our harmonic minor scale. So that's the harmonic minor scale. The natural minor scale has an A flat and a B flat in it. Right? It's also known as the Aeolian mode. So you can kind of think of it like that as well too. But that's the natural minor, right? Okay. Okay. The harmonic minor has the raised seventh. So instead of the B flat, you'd have the B, and the melodic minor has the raised 6 and the raised 7. So you'd end up with something like this, all right? Well, not something like this, exactly like that if you were doing C melodic minor. Now, so what we're doing is we're trying, like when we play the third chord, so let's say we're going 3, 6, 2, 5, 1. Okay, now what we can do instead of playing those chords, we can actually play the 3 of the minor, right? So, and I should say the parallel minor is where we're borrowing from. We're not borrowing from the relative minor. So C major, the relative minor of C is A, right? But the parallel minor of C is C minor. So the parallel of C major is C minor and vice versa, right? So here's the chords of C minor, right? I'm starting off with a C major chord, but you know, so we can hear the difference, right? So the A flat belongs to the minor key, right? Which is why we have minor 7 flat 5 when we're doing a 2 5 1 in a minor key, right? All right, but the third is actually a major chord, right? The third, because particularly if I keep the B flat there. I mean, I could, if you wanted to go with the harmonic minor, you'd go with the B natural. If you wanted to use the natural minor, you just stay with the B flat, right? So you could end up with something like that. Now the second chord I just played as a minor chord, right? This time I'm not playing it as a minor chord, and I can go to the other one now, all right? Now I might go to the F chord, but instead of going to the F chord, just the F major 7, which is normally part of the C major, I'm going to go to the F minor, which are notes that belong to the key of C minor. And see how kind of cool that works? And see how that works quite nicely, right? Here's my G7. I could add in that A flat, right, if I wanted to, but I'm just going to go with that. Here, A flat major 7, how cool is that? All right, so the A flat and instead of playing A minor 7, I'm playing A flat major 7 there. So these are the chords we can kind of borrow, right? If I was playing My Romance, C minor, D, E minor, all right, something like that. Instead of playing the third, E minor, I'm going to play the third of the C minor scale, right? So, oh, there we go. Isn't that cool? Then I might go back to just the normal 6 there. Well, it's a dominant 6 there because it just changes key just for a second there. Well, a temporary 5 leading into that D minor, right? The next one there. But that's really cool, right? So that's kind of the idea of mixture, right? Now, why does it work? It works really well because it's so closely related. It's so closely related. And often the guide tones, the 3 and the 7, they stay the same, right? So here's E minor 7. Now my guide tone is the 7 and the 3 there, the D and the G, right? But if I play E flat major 7, my guide tones are exactly the same. So the chord functions in exactly the same way. Same when I play A minor 7, let's just play A minor 7 in root position. Now if I was to play A flat major 7, so here's my C and G. My C and G are the 3 and the 7. There's the 3, that's the 7, right? A minor 7. So if I go to the A flat, you see that my C and the G haven't moved, all right? So the guide tone is exactly the same through there. And you can kind of stretch that principle of like, if the guide tone's the same, you can kind of keep going with that too. That will actually work, right? So here's that again. I'm going to go just with a D minor there. I'm going to go with E minor this time, but this after that I'm going to go with what normally comes. Oh, there, the A chord there. I was going to say I was going to put in the A flat there, but it won't work just because of the melody, I reckon, there. All right. I could probably tweak that a little bit. You could probably put in the G flat there. But it's probably a little bit too funky for what we're after at the moment. Okay, so instead of, sometimes, here's an interesting thought. Sometimes my romance goes, instead of C, D minor, people play C to F major 7, right? And then on to the E minor 7 chord. Now, the 4th chord goes from major. If I'm to play it in the parallel, if I'm to play from the borrowed from the parallel minor, right? Use the principle of mixture, I would have an F minor instead, okay? So I can go C major, F minor. That's so cool, isn't it? And then that'll lead nicely into the E minor still. Now maybe I could stick with the E flat. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's pushing it too far. Go that D minor. I'm just going to go with a normal D minor instead of using that A flat there. I'm just using a tritone substitute there. So sweet, isn't it? All right, that's the principle of mixture, and I guess we've touched on the principle of using guide tones and thinking about them, the guide tones specifically, when you are trying to reharmonize, right? So for example, let me give you an example. This doesn't come from mixture, but the D minor 7, right? If I was to keep the D minor 7, the 7 and the 3 the same, I could play the D flat major 7 chord, and I'm kind of going to get a similar effect. That's so sweet, isn't it? That really works beautifully, especially with that G on the top, it even more so. So what have we got? We could go to F major 7, we could go to D minor, we could go to the parallel would be the F minus 9, we could go to the, using that guide tone principle, we could end up with that D flat major 7. You know what I like the best so far? That D flat major 7. And then go to the E flat major 7, which is the principle of mixture there. I'm just going to use the A chord, which is what most people use through there. I might put in the sharp 5 there, D minor. All right, guys, hopefully that is something that you can use in your playing. All the best, guys, and I'll see you real soon. Hey, why not subscribe, smash that like button for me, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye.